Good morning, welcome back to Marty's Tying Bench. Today I'm putting together kits for Vice Squad, and since it's so close to Valentine's Day, I thought we'd tie a box of chocolate emergers. Sorry. Brown emerger, this is an established pattern. It's not just a joke for Valentine's Day. You've seen the Top Secret, which has a little bit of a Glamour Madeira post. The actual chocolate emerger pattern has Krystal Flash, so I've kind of got a little bit of everything here. Got some foam to help it float, and put the flash back in as kind of a additional feature. Now this is a size 16 hook. You'll want to tie this in smaller sizes as well. 16 is going to video a little bit better. Any brown thread will do, but you're going to have more fun if it's a finer thread, 8/0 or 70 denier. We're going to tie a tail with some sort of a speckled feather. We can use your typical brown partridge. Here's a little secondary feather off of a partridge. It's got some nice markings. Here's a browner color. This is off of a Coq de Leon neck. You don't need very many strands, just 4 or 5. Keep it kind of sparse. This thing is not a specific imitation. It can pass as a midge or a mayfly, so the tail is not a midge feature. So let's just keep it sparse. I like to tie it in on the front part of the hook, and then wrap my thread back until I'm over the barb. Alright. Now I'm going to install the rib. I've got a fine copper wire, and I'm going to lay this on my side of the hook right up against the thread and leave that wire the same length as the body I built. So now I'm making a second layer of thread from back to front. And that consistency is going to give me a nice smooth surface on which to make the ribs. Now, this is a fine wire. We're going to get 6 or 7 ribs. Well, there's 7 ribs, but that 7th one's probably going to get covered up by the rest of the fly. Anyway, nice segmentation there. Now I've got some 2mm foam or 1mm foam. You're going to vary this according to the size of the hook you're tying on. And what I like to do is cut this at an angle, so I can put that angled end down along the hook. And now I'm not lashing down nearly as much foam. There we go. Now I'm going to cut this so that it ends kind of above the barb of the hook. And now I'm going to put in a couple of strands of Krystal Flash. Just extend that down and get a turn or two and then fold it back. Before I tighten these up, I'm going to kind of adjust them so I've got one on each side of the foam. And I want to cut those so that they're just a little longer than the foam. Now I'm ready for dubbing, and I've got a mahogany brown, which is fairly dark brown, but you can use any brown dubbing that you've got. And with all that build-up of thread in tying in the foam and then the Krystal Flash, it really won't take very much dubbing. Now a whip finish. And there's our first chocolatey merger. Have fun. This is the time of year that this will start turning into a really good pattern.